Welcome to your call to adventure and to the embarking of my own. Um, I have never done this before, um, and this is very awkward, but I am on my own spiritual journey. Um, I have been throughout my life, at least gradually, um, but it hasn't been until like last month that it really woke up in me. And I found that I had some gifts that were pointing me in certain directions. And by following those gifts and learning about things, boy, it's hard to explain, learning about things that are going on um, that apply to life experiences that I've had, I want to I want to be a completely authentic and hopefully inspirational person, especially of the male persuasion, um, for being able to share what this experience is like. The success and failures, because you never truly fail unless you don't get back up and start and try again. Um, Through the cringiness, life is a collection of cringiness. I'm sorry, it just is. Unless you're being a completely fake person, you're going to have done some cringe things. And the more that you have avoided those cringe things, the more fake you have been. Because we are all souls who come into this world in experiences that they don't know what to deal with or how to deal with. We're put into this world uh, and we're forced to trust people within our vicinity to assure that we survive. Um, and that's part of a trap that we've kind of found ourselves in because there have been harmful influences that have propagated all the way from our past. Um, I am a Gen Xer, and I guess I'm rising up, but I don't care about any of that crap. Um, I would say that I came from poverty, um, and I would say that my parents did the very best they could with what they knew and what their life experiences were. But you got to look at my father's father. I'm sure he had his problems and his before him and his before him. And that manifests itself. It manifests itself in our culture. It manifests itself in the way that we deal with the world. Um, where was I going with this? The whole thing is that as a child, we have to rely upon others to survive. And as a child, through the eyes of wonder, not having any life experience, not having any judgments, we are exploring a foreign world. And when we have discoveries that lead to us creating, and we submit those creations to those that we trust, and they seem, at least to the child, they seem like they're disregarded or they are made to feel unimportant. That's a rejection of love. And unfortunately, it happens way too often. What is love? I mean, um, man, I don't want to go all over the place, but part of the reason that my experience, according to the messages that I've received as to why I have started this channel, is because I have been exposed to several different religions, and it's given me a different paradigm of thought, I think, than a lot of people. I have had extensive exposure to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I have been a staff member for the Church of Scientology. I have lived in a religious commune for a year. I have dated people from Reformed versions of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, including those that are polygamist. I've had a little bit of exposure to the born-again Christians. And by golly, would it surprise you to know that there's truth in everything? And we have to give the quote-unquote God-given gifts that we have in order to navigate this life and to fulfill our purposes. That doesn't mean that you follow around in la la land all the time going on intuition. It also doesn't mean that you go around all the time and you don't notice those little pricks and those prods to do things. There's rationalism that's involved. Whatever you believe the mind to be, whether it's the brain or whether it's a part of the soul, which is kind of where I lean, you're meant to be rational as well. We have to be able to be complex, for lack of better words, computers, right? We have to be constantly flowing like water. Things are changing all the time. What may be true one moment, and truth can be in degrees, I believe, but truth is always honest. It's always authentic. When you look at a truth and you look at the person who dropped that truth, you should see someone who, at the very least, believes that truth. They believe that what they're telling you is true. Friends, we find ourselves at a time that is curiously strange. We are on the brink of the launch of a crazy amount of artificial intelligence. We're exposed to deep fakes. We have media outlets that we cannot trust, mostly because they are self-interested because of their various stakeholders. And we have got to be on our game right now. There are a lot of unkind, unloving, dark things going on. That's the truth. But I believe it's also true. The saying goes, where your attention goes, intention flows. Sometimes energy flows, is how it's said. I think that's right. And I'm in the USA. There is an incredible amount of division right now. And I actually witnessed that division from the point where it really became prominent in 2015 to the present day. When I saw it start, and a lot of that was because I had learned things from the Church of Scientology about how beings act, how they will apply punishment or rewards to themselves, and how reality is shaped. It was very frustrating because I tried to get other people to see the same thing. And there was so much anger and so much division and so much finger pointing. and a constant state of fear. I apologize. This is the first video I've ever done. Like I said, I didn't know what direction it was going. I don't want to drag things out too long. But another thing that, if you're watching this, you need to understand that in order for you to learn and to grow, in order for you to show empathy for others, you've got to contribute your time to understanding their circumstances, where they came from, what might they be thinking or feeling in a given situation. We need more empathy in the world. That is something that a lot of people would say that I have too much of. And so I find myself here, recovering from COVID-19 over the holidays, but basically having a boot in my ass from spiritual realm saying, you've got this, you need to do this, just get out there and do it. Don't script it, don't polish it. And I won't. As I'm speaking, I'm feeling a little bit better about it. I'm still really nervous. But let me make you a promise as I close this video. If I tell you something, it will always come from my heart. It will always be true. If I make a mistake, I will tell you I made a mistake, and I will correct it. That is the process of life. If I feel an emotion, I will show you. Unfortunately, that is something that gets way too suppressed, especially in men. And so we have them easily misled by unbalanced pursuits in life. I want you to know that I am exceedingly grateful for what I have right now. I've been through pain and suffering. I've been through various experiences in life. I am so grateful right now to be in a country where I still have freedom. I'm very grateful that men and women put their lives on the line to keep that freedom. I'm thankful for the abundance of foods and materials that we need to live. Although I think we consume too many of them for the percentage of the population of the world that we are. I'm grateful for having my daytime job and the flexibility that it allows me to have. So many things that I'm grateful for. And strangely enough, as nervous and shitting razor blades as I might be, I'm grateful for the opportunity to share what's been given to me with you. I know that it sounds nebulous or trite to say that I care about you, but I do. I have a deep caring for humanity. I feel like I have a deep understanding for those that would be reviled the most upon this planet. I care about you. I want you to succeed. I want you to find love. If you're having a spiritual journey, I want to help you as much as I can on it. My object is not to have anything go viral. Although I'm not going to lie, I am human. I would love nothing more than to be able to do this full time so that I can pursue the thing that drives me the very most and leave my daytime job so that I can spend my time communicating with you, answering your questions in sincerity and in interest for your well-being and for your growth. I want to be there for you for that. So if you have any questions, leave them for me. I don't know what shape this channel's going to take. I really don't. I don't know if I'm going to edit this video. This is it. This is me, people. And this is how I dress. I'm over halfway through my life. My time is growing short. Unless things improve such that, I don't know. One of the spiritual teachers out there says, make your mantra, how good can it get? And we're a magnificent species here under magnificent circumstances with origins that in our space-time environment we can not really articulate with certainty, but we're here, and that's amazing. All right. I'm going to stop right here. I don't know what else to say. I still have a problem with saying I love you, but I will say that I care, and I have faith in you as brothers and sisters, as mankind, as members of the same species. I care, and I'll leave you with that, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to meeting you. Thank you.